Hey guys, hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a great day. So this is our farm. We call it Reckless Love Farm in Pittsboro, North Carolina. And what we do is we raise Katahdin sheep and lambs. And we have some goats here. We have some Nigerian dwarf goat that we milked and created a small little milking herd. And we had as many as 9, and now there's 4 of them. So we have lost a few over the years. It's a lesson about goats, about what they take to thrive and to grow, and the food that they take. And some people can raise goats with nothing, you know, they can just be out there running around in the wild. And unfortunately for us, it didn't really work out that way. We did have to learn the hard way about goats. A lot of people say, I want to get goats, I really want goats. What'd you have to do? Tell me about goats. And the first thing that I always tell people about goats is, if your fence doesn't hold water, it's not going to hold goats. And that's because goats are escape artists. And I'm not saying in general goats are, I'm saying with my experience of goats, with our experience of goats, they will go through a fence. They will be at your neighbors. They will be at on your porch. They'll be on wherever you don't want goats to be, that's where they're going to be. Whatever you don't want them to eat, that's where they're going to eat. People say, I've heard people say, goats will eat anything. I hear goats eat anything. That's why I want goats. They'll eat anything. And really, that's not true. In my experience, that's not true. Goats will eat anything that you don't want them to eat. They'll be on your prized rose bushes. They'll be on your prized plants and your trees, and they will definitely prune down the grass and the weeds and the sticks. But they do not eat anything. That is definitely not a true statement. We've learned that. We've learned that the hard way. We've learned that from experience with goats. We have, you know, our goats were awesome. We milked them, and you know, they did great for us. We had an awesome time, and then we switched over to lambs. And so now we do sheep. We're sheep farmers, we're sheep herders, and you know, we raise our sheep the best possible way, only on grass. We don't give them any type extra, we don't give them any medicine, we don't give them any type of antibiotics, we don't do anything with them. We just let them thrive. We let them eat grass, we give them hay. When the mamas are in milk, we give them alfalfa mix and alfalfa pellets soaked in water. And we learned that the hard way. We've given them pellets dry before, and then we've had to resuscitate a few baby lambs, bring them back to life, because the pellets get lodged in their throat and they start choking. And we've learned that. Soak them down, but you can't get them too soaked, so there's kind of a fine medium between soaking. So that's our experience. I want to welcome you to our farm. We're going to tell you what we learned here on our farm, how we did it, why we do it. I'm a veteran of the United States Air Force. My wife is a professional artist. We homeschool our kids. We lived at 9,000 feet on the top of a mountain in Colorado. Lived in Kansas City. Now we live in North Carolina. So we moved here from Colorado. We went from 10 months of winter to 10 months of summer. And it's amazing. The grass is growing, the grass is coming in, the grass is starting to come in. And so it's just an amazing place to be. It's an amazing place to raise our kids and to homeschool them and to teach them how to farm and how to raise livestock and how to regenerate our farm, how to do rotational grazing, and what we look for when we're breeding them, how we look for them when they happen to be sick or have worms. You know, what do they look like when they have worms and stuff like that. So that's us, recklesslovefarm.com. We're putting the sheep away now. So right now we're giving the sheep some dinner and some pellets, and we pick them up and handle them and try to get as much hands-on with them as possible. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Take care.